Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them microphone, dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, man. Steve Harvey got a radio show. Trying to do something with it, too, man. I was having a conversation the other day with a young person, and they were telling me how they felt that their life was stuck, that their life was in a rut, that they didn't know what to do next. And one of the things that was causing them this sadness or this depression, I mean, they're really, really into something right now. One of the things that was causing it was the fact that they had made a list of things they wanted to accomplish by a certain age. And that age, they just had a birthday recently. And they were looking at the list, and the list hadn't been fulfilled. And because that list hadn't been fulfilled, they were really, really sad about it. One of the things that they had on the list was marriage, kids, and I don't know everything else that was on the list, but that was one of them. And because she had reached a certain age and she wasn't married and she didn't have the kids, and she had just celebrated her birthday, she's gone into this mode of sadness where it's really, really taking a toll on her. And as I was learning about her situation, I was thinking about it, and I just wanted to share this with you all this morning, that one of the things about making a list about what you want, which I happen to be a proponent of, I do it myself. I have people have dream boards. I have a goal sheet. I've been doing it for years. It's a wonderful way to set goals and to keep it in front of you as a constant reminder. And I always go over this goal list every day. I go over it all the time, every day. Sometimes I miss a day here and there, but mostly every day I pull my goal sheet out and I look at it, I read it. So I was going to these rallies and I was learning about people who were successful and how they kept their mind right and positive. And one of the things I learned was to make these dream boards, these lists, these goal sheets. And in making a goal sheet, and you make the sheet according to what you want, think about one thing. When you made your goal sheet about what you wanted, does your goal sheet have on it what God wants from you? Did you ask in any of this what was his will in your life? You know, look, man, what we want oftentimes is not what he wants for us. And, you know, if you're fighting against what you were created for, if you're fighting against his will, I mean, what do you want to happen? See, don't be so hard on yourself when you look at your goal sheet and you look at what you've not become, what you thought was a great idea. Don't be so hard on yourself because you just made a minor mistake, as do most people. We oftentimes make our goals and set our goals up without ever considering what is it that God wants from us. We keep talking about what we want without ever finding out or knowing what it is God wants for us. Well, guess what, man? Maybe you fighting against the grain. Maybe you just a salmon heading upstream. That's a tough fight upstream. Not all salmons get up to the spawning grounds, you know. Some of them don't make it upstream, you know. But all of them, nearly all of them, except the ones that's killed by prey, when they're spawned, they go out to the ocean. That's cool because you're going with the grain. You're going downstream. You're going with the flow. But when it's time to go against the grain, it's tough. And a lot of us have just been going against the grain for all of these years. But you know what? Listen, man, I did it. I know a lot of people who did it. Very few people get it right from the very beginning. Man, you got to stumble through life sometimes. Sometimes you got to fall through life. You got to make a lot of mistakes, man. But these mistakes are not failures. You know, when you fail at something, don't look at it as a failure. Don't look at yourself as a failure because you're 30 and your goals ain't reached that you had on your list. That was your list. What about the things that's going right? Stop looking at what you're not. Take some time out and thank God for what you are. How about the fact that you keep waking up to be 30? You know, you get depressed about these birthdays. You really want to throw yourself in some depression. Miss a birthday. You really got a problem now. Look at where you are. You keep reaching birthdays. That's a glorious blessing. You keep waking up. You got your health. You've accomplished something. Something on your list is done. People spend too much time on the negative side, and you're just throwing yourself into depression. So what, you wanted to be married by a certain age and you wanted to have kids. Okay, cool. You could have done all that with the wrong person. There's a blessing in not being married to the wrong person. There's a blessing in not having kids and nobody to help you raise them. There's a blessing in that, man. You're talking to somebody who can tell it to you. You can marry the wrong person if you want to. I'm telling you, you're going to be up in some mess you can't count on. So instead of being angry because you're not married, you don't have kids, why don't you thank God, the man? Maybe he spared you from some misery here. Maybe you could have married the wrong person. Maybe you'd have kids and you're not really ready to be a mother or a father. You got to look at the upside, man. Quit looking at what you don't have. Take some time to thank God for what you do have. When you do that, you make more room for blessings to flow into your life. I'm not saying how God thinks because I really don't know, but I'm telling you. If a person comes to me and I always give a person something and they never appear grateful or they never say thank you, please know you can quit coming to me. Now, I don't know that's how God works because I've gone back to him several times without being grateful or thanking him, and he's filled my basket up again. So I really think he's not like that. But I can't make the call for sure. But I think at one point in time, just me talking, I'd be a little ticked off at somebody who was always taking and never showing any gratitude. At one point in time, I would just stop the flow of the take. You know, you can't take no more from me. That's what I would do. Now, I'm not calling it like that because I ain't him. But I know he's merciful. He's full of goodness, and he'll forgive you. And thank God he does that because he's sure enough done it for me. But wow, man, take some time out today and be grateful for what you have. Stop complaining about where you're not and think about where you are, and then take it from there. And the next time you make a list, make sure on that list you have God's will. What does he want for you? God give everybody a gift and a talent. Some of us never apply our gifts and talents. We head off in another direction. Then you wonder why your life ain't where it's supposed to be. Have you ever thought about what God gifted you to do? Have you ever thought about doing that? And skip what you want. I wanted to play in the NBA, but I got to tell you something. At dribbling and shooting and running all at one time, it was throwing me off a little bit. You know, so I'm doing what I do. It's pretty cool. You can look at it that way, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. If I were you, this what I would do. Call your mama now. Tell them Steve Harvey got a radio show and it's on right now. Like right now. Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, Steve, right now.
Right now. Carla Farrell.
Right now. Good morning, Steve. What's up, crew?
The bubbly, toe curling. Junior. Oh, y'all missed this. Y'all did not. Y'all missed this. I'll tell y'all in a minute. Junior, what's up?
Morning, Unc. Yes, he is.
J. Anthony Brown.
Woohoo!
What up, Steve Harvey? Watch out there now, top of the morning to you, man.
Thomas Miles.
Yes, sir. Uncle Steve. What it do? Shirley Caller Jr. and Jay.
Well, the reason I'm calling him and what you all missed was the strawberry letter yesterday. A woman wrote in anonymously at first, wouldn't say who it was. She has this man that she's never met, and is she a fool? She's fallen in love with him and has never met him. But the sound of his voice makes her toes curl. She was talking about Junior.
Yes! Come on, Junior, say something.
Then I said, hey, Junior.
Yeah,
That right there.
You said, huh?
Yeah, that's toe curling.
That's toe curl. I'm talking about right there. I'm popping big toenails off right now.
Okay, she's listening, Junior, right now. What do you have to say?
Junior, you know what'll really do it for her? If you sing some Jodeci, man. You know what I mean?
Oh, like at Walmart a couple
Serenade.
weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, she ain't gonna be able to handle that because if I just talk, her toes curl.
Sing
Now,
forever, my
now
lady.
if I
Sing-
sing,
Yeah.
it's
Come on,
ridiculous.
Junior. Come on.
Take my money, my house and my car
Come on, boy.
for a hit of you.
Sing to the West Bank.
You can have it all. Hey, 'cause making love every time we do,
Curl toes.
girl, is worse than drugs.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm an addict for you. Drives me crazy. I can't leave you alone.
Come on, get to that
You
hook.
got me fiending.
Yeah.
Got me fiending for you. I can't leave you alone.
But everything she got curling.
You got me fiending.
Hey, Junior, she curling her hair right now.
Fiending for you. Boom. Said I'm fiending for
boom.
you.
Boy, you making her toenails retract.
All I do is for you.
Well, thank you, Junior.
Girl, I know right now she in a ball.
Coming up at 32 after the hour. That was greatness,
J.
Junior.
Anthony is too.
All right. Coming up in about 10 minutes, things vegans will be saying on the 4th of July. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, Jay, and you guys are here to tell us things that vegans will be saying because the 4th of July is coming up. So,
And this is going to be interesting because 3 of my kids is vegan.
okay. So you'll probably hear a lot of this stuff then, huh?
I'm a vegan right now. I'm a vegan all the way up to the before.
I know that.
Yeah, I was a
on the
vegan
floor.
15 days before I went to the mentoring camp. But I breaks that meat out on meat days. And 4th of July is a meat day.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it'll be on UC.
Okay. Oh, you're going to post it.
Do y'all remember when there was never a vegan?
I remember
Yeah.
that
I
came.
never
Yeah.
knew one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never knew one.
Yeah,
Never
I remember
knew.
vegetarians, but
Yeah.
Right.
never
I didn't know
just
them.
straight vegan.
I didn't know them.
Oh,
I
know
never
that
knew it was
too.
none
I
of
was a
them.
vegetarian.
Yeah. Everybody ate meat.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. These are things vegans and vegetarians will be saying at the 4th of July. Steve will come apart. Here we go. If you knew what them chickens was eating, you wouldn't eat chicken.
Well, I don't know what the damn chickens is eating.
And so I'm just going to just enjoying this chicken then.
We finna
No, I don't know what they eat, but I know what I'm going to be eating.
The chicken.
Here with all them vegan slogans. What else?
All right, here's another one. So you just gonna eat meat in front of me, huh?
Girl, I eat meat in front of you, behind you, under you, on top of you. I'm talking to my kids. I was eating meat when I was paying all them damn college tuitions your ass ain't got to pay loans on.
Here's one. Is that meat I smell?
It damn sure is. It ain't corn, I can tell you that. Zucchini don't have a smell. Yeah. You ever grilled a tomato? There is no smell. You know why? Because it don't belong on the damn grill.
He's a meat lover, angry.
You know how long meat stay in your system? A long time.
And that's where I want it.
Cut the hunger pains down.
That's what I put it in there for.
All right, here's another one. If that's got meat in it, then I can't eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what you gonna eat then?
Because everything.
Greens got meat in it. Greens got meat in it. I got meat in the damn mac and cheese this year. It's meat next to all that damn bread we got.
We got
and
meat
it's
in the
on
meat.
the grill.
Meat on the
Meat in the meat.
It's meat in
And
the
I got
meat.
a cow standing over there in the middle of that grass in case I run out of meat.
Stupid.
You stay ready.
Yeah.
I know you heard this one, Steve. Who gave the baby meat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I gave the baby meat. Who you think gave the baby meat? Look how happy the baby looked. Go on over there and take the meat from the baby. Watch the baby start crying. I gave my grandson a Slim Jim. My daughter had a heart attack. She took
Was
that
he
Slim
happy,
Jim,
though?
He started crying. Came right back in that office. I gave him another one.
All right, here's one. I told you I was a vegan, but you got meat over here? Seriously? Seriously?
Yeah. And it is the 4th of July, ain't it?
Seriously?
Let me ask you a question. Any of your vegan friends barbecuing? No, because it ain't nothing to barbecue. Why ain't you over their damn house? Why is all the vegans over here? You know why? Because y'all trying to smell meat. With your unhappy ass.
Do you think vegans are sad?
They're very
no,
sad.
no.
They are sad.
What?
They are very sad. They are very sad people, right? All right, I got another one. Can we try these vegan hot dogs?
Not on this grill, you won't.
Why you can't put them on the grill?
We put meat on this grill.
Now, look, I bought the kids an Easy Bake Oven 2 years ago for Christmas. Somebody go in the basement and get that. And them ain't hot dogs no damn way.
All right, this is the one right here. You ever seen that video, What the Health?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes, I saw it.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
And
eating
ain't
meat,
none of
watching
the
it.
chickens and cows in that video on this grill.
I was watching it eating meat. Yeah, I saw it.
I love it. That's exactly what's going to happen.
That's exactly what.
That's it.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
one that always killed me, though, but they wanted the greens, but, oh, you put meat in there with the greens? Oh, no, I can't eat those greens.
At
Yeah,
least
and the
some
beans,
smoked
too.
turkey. Now.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
least.
man.
Eat around
and
them.
Man, I don't
Yeah.
even.
Who wants flavor?
They don't want the meat
Hey, man,
anywhere
hold
near
on.
their food.
I just asked a vegan just one simple question.
What?
Don't you miss full?
Full,
Junior.
Yeah. Don't you miss being full? You don't miss that?
I mean, I'm not mad at their lifestyle,
I don't
you
either.
know.
But just
Yeah.
don't come over here and mess with me.
But
though.
don't talk
Don't
about
judge
me.
on
Don't,
the
yeah,
floor.
don't, yeah.
And stop going where they're cooking meat at. That's all you got
That's
to
all
do.
you gotta
go,
do.
you
Yeah.
go over there, they're going to be cooking meat.
Bring a lunchbox.
Or just bring your meal in the container and sit over in the corner. You're going to be disgruntled, but you here.
Disgruntled. Disgruntled.
So how much meat are you guys planning to eat this 4th?
Slabs.
Oh, man.
Slabs and slabs.
Said slab.
Slabs.
I'm bringing my own fork and knife. You ain't got to worry about me. Just
I stopped again, but I miss chicken so much. I really do.
Oh, yeah, that's
stopped
right.
Why you
You're-
need chicken, though?
You're currently a vegan.
Yeah, I've stopped. Oh, I miss chicken. I see it because chicken is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And in everything. You're right.
It is in everything.
You don't want no Popeyes, Jay?
I do. That's what I'm saying. I'm having withdrawals, man.
Wow. So what is that like for you, Jay? What are you eating?
Just vegetarian stuff. That's about it. You know, yeah, I'm good. But I miss meat.
I don't understand a fat vegetarian. That's kind of hard.
Oh, I know one.
Do you?
name is Jay Anthony Brown. What are you talking about?
I'm not talking about you, Jay. I'm talking about, I just don't know fat vegetarian.
All right, listen. Coming up
man.
next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Nephew Tommy in the building for Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
Church feast. Church feast. Church feast. Run it, cat. Run it, cat. Run. Run it, cat.
Stop.
Church feast. Church feast.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Tracy.
Hey, you got her. Hey.
How you doing? This is Brother Glenn from the church.
Hey, Brother Glenn. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. Did you enjoy service this morning?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Pastor. Woo! Pastor brought it down.
Yes, he
today.
did. Yes, he did.
Oh, my God. That was a word for me.
Right.
So, what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I wanted to give you some information that the church has come up with, and we wanted to let you know what was going on before next Sunday. I didn't interrupt you, did I?
No. I actually, I may sound a little off a little bit. I'm trying to get dinner ready for my little babies, my little darlings, and I'm trying to. Your voice sounds so familiar to me. It just sounds so familiar. I'm trying to place that voice.
Okay. Well, you've seen me at the church quite a few times.
I think I have. I'm just trying to place it. I can't place it right now. But what can I do for you, Glenn?
Well, nevertheless, I just wanted. Here's what's going on. Now, are you aware that for the last 6 Sundays you've been actually coming into service late? Have you realized that?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that, but yes, I have. I have my reasons though.
Okay. Well, here's what's going on. The officials at the church have gotten together, and this is what they've decided on: is that anybody who is late, starting next Sunday, there will be a $15 charge for that, for coming in and disrupting service. Pastors tired of service being disrupted by people walking in late.
That could not come at a worse time. I don't have $15 to give. No, I don't have it. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're late. I am. We are doing our best. I have 3 kids. I have 3 young kids, 2, 7, and 9, and they are a handful. And we do the best that we can to get to church on time. And to tell you the truth, when we get there, it's during praise and worship. I mean, Pastor ain't even preaching yet. So
okay, I know Pastor's not up yet, but he's stating that people coming in, it just seems very disruptive to the service that's going on. So nevertheless, like I said, this is a warning call, to let you know that if you are late on next Sunday, then they will be charging you $15 a late charge, and actually you won't be able to even come in until you pay the $15.
I can't even get in church with look. Okay, look, I don't owe nothing. I don't owe you no explanation. But I need to tell you something. Me and my kids, for the last few Sundays that we've been late, it's because my car broke down. We are on the bus, man, public transportation.
Okay. I mean, I understand. I sympathize with everything that you're going through.
But why are you calling? If you understand, why are you calling me about $15 if you understand what I'm going through?
Well, I didn't. First of all, I didn't know what you were going. Why are you raising your voice at me? Why are you raising? Did you just raise your voice at me?
You know what? I think you're raising your voice at me. How dare you call me about this, about a fee? And I'm there at church. I got my kids there trying to raise them up in the way they should go, just like the Bible say. And you know why I got to do this and why I'm late, why we got to catch the bus. Do you understand why that is, Brother Glenn?
No, I do not.
That is because their daddies ain't and they, yeah.
Okay, so Tracy, you got to calm down a little bit now.
Oh, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. All I can do is tell you this. I hope you can make it. Maybe you can catch an earlier bus, you know what I mean, and get there a little earlier. But I'm just stating the facts that as of next Sunday, if you come in late, it's $15 late fee, and that's what you'll pay in order to get in the service.
You know what? Well, maybe next Sunday I just won't be there. How about that? You know, I'm already working 6 days a week. The only day I have off is Sunday. I'm breaking my back. Do you know I work 2 jobs? I work 2 jobs, and they always trying to take money out of my check, always trying to pull me here and there, and I'm always tired. I get 2 hours of sleep, and then now the church wants to dump another $15 charging me for being at church when that's what I'm supposed to do.
But you're coming in late, though, Sister Tracy.
You know what? Late ain't bad, okay? I might be delayed, but I ain't denied, and I'm getting there the best way that I know how. We're on the bus. I have to put my kids on the school bus. And not only do I have to put them on the school bus, then I have to get on the bus to get myself to work because I don't have a car because their daddies ain't doing nothing for them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I need to Daddy number 1, guess what? He ain't. Daddy number 2, he in jail, been there about 5 years. He ain't. And daddy number 3, he decided to go ahead and walk out. I ain't heard from that trifling in about 7 months. Now, he know we struggling. He had the nerve to take my wallet, too. You don't even understand what I'm going through. You don't even understand that I'm trying to make a better life for me and my children.
There is one more thing, Sister Tracy, that the church wants you to know before next Sunday that you definitely need to know.
And what one more thing does the church want me to know besides $15?
The church just wants you to know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Patrice got me to prank phone call you.
I am going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. She know I ain't got time for that. She know I ain't got time for that.
Your sister got you. You all right?
Oh, I got something for her. How about that?
She told me, she said, my sister's car broke down. She said she got these kids. She over there struggling. She trying to make it. But you got to give her a hard time. She wanted you to put a smile on your face.
Well, she did. Well, one thing settled, I'm going to have to say she did.
Okay. You all right?
Wow. Now that I know y'all were joking, and now I know this is Nephew Tommy.
Hey, I got to ask you something, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Old school relationship advice means well most of the time, but some of it is out of touch and should become a thing of the past. Some of these rules or tips need to be redefined and clarified for the time we live in now. This is according to psychologist Dr. Joshua Klapow. For example, Klapow. For example, Steve, the old cliche, and this is biblical, don't go to bed angry. Dr. Klapow says we've heard this classic, but it's unrealistic, and sometimes going to bed mad and sleeping on it is better. What do you say?
Do you agree with that?
Well, I don't agree with that. I wish we could go to bed and not be mad. I really do.
Right.
Don't nobody want to go to bed mad. You know, you got to sleep backs to each other. Somebody roll over and touch you, you jumping. Get your damn foot off me. No, nobody want that. I think it's better to do that. Now, is it realistic to expect not to ever go to bed mad? No, I don't think it is.
That's what he's saying.
But that show ain't good to go to bed mad.
Right. If not, we're going to be up all night.
Or you'll wake up mad.
Let me tell you something.
Remember that I hate that.
If you let a woman go to bed mad, when she wake up, she gonna be just as mad or madder because she done thought about some more stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Dreamed it.
Now, dudes wake up and go, hey, baby, how you doing? How the hell you think how was I last night when you shut your eyes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
no, I think he's wrong
Gonna be
about that.
mad.
It's
Yeah.
not healthy.
All right, Dr. Klapow says you can change them. He says it's a romantic idea, the old cliche, you can change them. But he points out it's not your responsibility to change anyone, right?
I
think,
agree with
yeah,
him 100%.
yeah, that's a good
Got
one.
it.
Yeah.
It's not your job to
Yeah.
change anyone, nor do you have the ability.
Right. That's something that women have. I mean, we may as well admit that. We're always trying to change.
Absolutely, Shirley.
And I think it's the nurturer in us. We
Right.
always,
Yes.
yeah.
I
We
can
always,
change him, girl.
yeah.
I can change.
I know he's like that right now, but once he
Give me
gets
6 months.
Yeah,
Girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me work on him, girl.
Yeah,
Let
don't
me
worry.
do my thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got this.
Hey, you're going to have to work it every day, though.
Yeah.
You
But
work it
yeah.
every day. I'll
Yeah.
change for you. You do it every day.
Yeah, but
Shut up, boy.
women are
Come
guilty
on.
of that. All right, here's another one. Some people never change. That's the cliche, the old school cliche. Dr. Klapow says on the flip side, the suggestion that someone is incapable of changing is wrong. And it ignores the fact that we all have control over our choices. So,
I absolutely agree with that. That's 100% true.
yeah.
He's only said one thing I didn't agree with.
And that was the first one. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Don't go to bed.
People
man.
change.
Yeah.
People change, man.
All right.
All the time.
Here's another one, old school. Love will keep you together. Love will keep you together. He says this works in an old romantic movie, but in real life, it takes a lot more than love to make it work.
Whoa. What's love got to do?
Yeah.
Got to do with it.
Come on, Tina.
What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's
All right, you better
love
take it up.
gotta do? Ain't got nothing to do with it, man.
Yeah.
You need a
Takes
way
work,
more
huh?
than love.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
honor that commitment. That'll
you
make you
got
stay
to
and work it out.
compromise, love,
Yes.
understanding, take the
Yes.
blame, eat it.
Uh-huh. Not be right all the time.
Take it on
Boy.
the
He
chin.
said, eat it.
Yeah,
Eat that.
yeah.
It didn't.
Chew on it.
Nah. It ain't never worked for me. Never.
All right,
What,
here's
Junior?
No, that love thing. I told her I love her, but my replacement was at the door. When you open, I'm just like, who is this? Oh, this Chris. We going to dinner. You and Chris. I love you though.
to the left, to the left, to the
Mad
left.
that you were through.
June, you've been played so hard, it's
Man.
scary.
Yeah. It's almost like, what?
But you've grown up now. You're 40
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah,
You're
that was
good
fine.
now. Yeah, that was back. Yeah.
I ain't had nothing.
We've all been through some things like
Yeah.
that, though.
Oh, yeah. Chalk it up to the game.
Yeah. All right, old school. Love will keep. Know your role in the relationship. That's old school. Dr. Klapow says, forget this old gender stereotype, and remember, there's not a required way for you to act. Your role in a relationship shouldn't always be the same. It's constantly shifting.
Okay,
and,
hold on.
that's a
Hold
good
on. I
thing.
missed it. Start over, Shirley.
All
I
right.
didn't understand.
Okay.
Know your role.
Know your role in the relationship. That's old school thinking, okay? Dr. Klapow says, forget this old gender stereotype and remember there is not a required way for you to act. That's new school thinking. He says your role in a relationship isn't going to be the same all the time. It's constantly changing, and that's a good thing. That's what he's saying. He says it'll shift organically.
Yeah.
And that's a
Change
good
with
thing.
the times.
Yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing. You think your role should stay the same in a relationship?
Well, I mean, I think your roles have to be defined so that everybody has an understanding of positioning. And then I think there has to be some type of give and take
Yeah.
where sometimes the other person can do that. I'm not saying like roles like you do all the cleaning and I'm not talking about that.
Yeah. But if you're
But-
good with money,
Yeah.
do the
I
money
mean,
thing. Yeah.
I mean, and that
And
could
if
be
you-
either side.
If you role playing, then your roles change. Like, I might be Batman one night, you know what I'm saying? But then next night I might be Incredible Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Your roles do change. So you have to know that.
You're right. Organically, right, nephew?
And
Organically,
organically and realistically, you're neither one.
Superhero.
All right, here's old school. You should stay with them for better or for worse.
That's not happening.
He says we all want to think our partner will stick around no matter what, but if a relationship is unhealthy, you don't need to stick it out.
Ow, till death do us.
Get out.
All right, more of this crazy, ignorant show, Steve Harvey Morning Show, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
COVID-19 is still very real. J. Anthony Brown. So, Jay, you've been in the house just creating songs. You've been creating. You've been in creative mode.
Been very creative. I spend this time doing the stuff, along with some other stuff I'm doing that makes me feel as if I have company, but that's a whole different subject. There's nobody
Can
here.
you get to this?
I can't tell how many times I heard that and paid the money.
You get to the
So you've murdered another hit.
Yes, I have. I have murdered another song. As they say on that show, you like to hear it? Here you go. Check it out. Excuse me, miss. You can't do that here. If you keep it up, I'll be forced to show you the exit. I'm not kidding. There's a party tonight, you know everybody's going. If you feel ill or sick, hey, you better stay home. Been in too long, we need to get our groove. Ain't no problem if you follow these rules. Cause if you're sneezing, it's not right. Got a fever, you need to take a hike. If you're wheezing, we might fight. What's the reason why you coughing all night? No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. Get out of here. The door. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor.
Love it, man. No coughing, baby.
Hey,
Come
so
on,
damn
Jay.
stupid though.
What you say,
How you
Steve?
think of that? No coughing, baby.
He tells
How you think of that?
No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor.
But you were coughing on beat.
Yeah, you did that, Jay.
Man, that was cold.
It's gonna be
bro.
a lot of that though. Yeah, it's gonna stop you. Once you start coughing, we have a whole different attitude toward a cough now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. You used to let a cough go. You know, well,
Yeah,
you got a
right.
little- Yeah. You got a little something going on, but no.
Every mask
Yeah.
is looking at you.
Great job, Jay. Great job.
Thank
you. Good job,
As
Jay.
usual.
Thank you,
As
man.
usual.
Ignite.
All right, coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Jay, it's time for Comedy Roulette, guys.
It's
Jay,
time.
please set it up for us.
I can't do this without explaining it because we have new listeners that are not familiar with how this game go. I mean, new people tuning in right now don't know what we're doing. So what I'm going to do now is explain how it works. Take 4 subjects, put it on the wheel, spin the wheel, where it stops, we'll do it. And the reason we can do this is because Junior's a comedian, I'm a comedian, Tommy's a comedian, and Steve's the king of comedians. Watch it.
Yes,
this is how it
Lord.
go. See, Junior's a comedian, I'm a comedian, Tommy's a comedian, and Steve is the king of comedians.
All right, before he gets really mad,
Junior's
let's go.
comedian, Tommy's
These are the
comedian.
subjects, okay? Number 1, things people say if they've been in jail a long time.
Oh, that's a
Number,
good one. That's,
yeah, that is a good one. Number 2, lies men tell when they're caught looking at another woman. Ooh, I want it. Ooh. Number 3, excuses men say when they're not getting a lot of sex.
Oh, man.
That's another good one.
That's another good. These
Yeah.
are good. Number 4, things people say when they don't have cable. Wow.
All these
All
are
right,
good.
Jay.
Spun it, Shirley, spun it.
I want the last one when they don't have cable. Yeah.
Cable.
That's the one I want. Oh, it stopped. Oh, this is a good one. Number 2, lies men tell when they're caught looking at another woman. Let's go.
Here we go. Let me start it off. Here you go.
Let's go.
Girl, I wasn't looking at her. I was going to get you a pair of pants just like that. And I just want to make sure if those are the ones. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly how it goes.
Things men say.
Things men say when they caught looking at another woman. Baby, look at her. Okay?
That's it?
Who need all they abs showing? Look at her abs showing. Why? For what?
You're saying abs, right?
Who need all her abs showing? Why?
Yeah. Come on.
Your
nephew.
abs ain't showing.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm looking at her, because, you know, my cousin, Rolanda, that had died, looked just like her.
Oh, okay.
My cousin, Rolanda, looked just like her. That's why I'm staring at her so hard.
You thought it was Rolanda had come back.
I thought it was Rolanda.
All right, come on, Steve.
Baby, why you looking at her? Her ugly ass? You think I'm looking at her ugly ass?
Marjorie, don't you ever divorce this man. Yes. Yes, Steve.
Things men say when they're caught looking at another woman. I got a crook in my neck, and every now and then it just jerked from left to right. So that's all that is. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, you could have a crook in your neck, all right.
Lies men tell when they caught looking at another woman. Babe, let me tell you something. I was looking over there. I was. But I don't like her braids hanging off her ass like that. I don't like her braids hanging off her ass like that. I don't see the purpose.
All right,
Baby,
come on,
listen, I'm just so glad. I really am that your butt is not that big. I'm just glad. You know, that's just ridiculous. Babe, you know what, babe? Just look at it. That's just ridiculous, ain't it? To have a butt that big. That's just too much.
Okay, Shirley, so you my wife and asked me.
Excuse you, why are you looking over there at that other woman? I'm right here.
Jesus. She needs Jesus. She do. She needs Jesus.
You better bring the Lord into it.
She needs Jesus. Hot for holla.
What?
What did he just speak in tongues?
What did you just say?
Hard to father, hard for me not to holler.
Hard for me not to holler.
Yeah.
Hard to father.
Hard to father, hard for me not to holler.
Hard to father. Hard for me not to holler. All right, come on, Steve. We got to shut this one down.
Okay, here it is.
Lies men tell when they're caught looking at another woman.
You know what? That is the cutest dog I have ever seen with a woman in my life.
It's a dog over there?
I've never seen a dog that cute with a woman. Boy.
All right, great job as usual, guys. Time to switch gears. Up next, it is the nephew with the prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, do I choose my man or my friends? Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got?
Shirley? Carla.
Yes.
Junior.
What?
Jay. Everybody. Booty taxes.
Wait, what?
Booty taxes.
I'm leaving.
What? I don't understand.
I didn't hear for this.
Everybody trying to get their taxes together, right?
Yeah, it's tax season.
That's what this is. It's booty taxes.
Taxing that booty.
Guess we'll have to listen to the prank to find out what that's all about. What'd you say, Jay?
Exactly.
Taxing that booty.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, booty taxes. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Kendrick. This is he. Hey, Kendrick, how you doing, man? My name is Anthony, man. Anthony Collins. They call me AC. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm I'm good. Hey, listen, this right here, man, I don't even know how to put this, though, but, hey, listen, I'm calling you, man, because I got some issues. I'm getting ready to file my taxes, and I'm going through all my expenses, all my receipts, and all this kind of stuff. You know, I can't just let this go, man. I didn't spend like $20,000 on your wife last year, and I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, bro, wait a minute. You asking me? You done spent $20,000 on the chick I'm married to? Is that what you telling me?
No, all I'm trying to do, man, is I'm trying to do a write-off. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to claim.
No, the write-off. Basically, what you telling me is you my wife.
I ain't say all that. What the you saying, bro? All I'm saying is I'm trying to figure out, is it all right if I claim Melanie on my expenses? Man, I'm over $20,000 on money I spent on Melanie last year.
So first, let me understand something right quick. You asking me for permission to claim my wife. When the did you ask for permission to my wife? Help me with that, bro.
Okay. Let's do this here. Gerard, I ain't say I did that. You saying that? I'm saying I just want to claim the taxes because I spent $20,000 on it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's do this, bro. Let's put Melly on the phone. Let's put Mel on the phone.
Ain't no, but we ain't got to bring Mel in this. What I'm saying is,
she already in it. She in it. What the you mean we ain't got to bring her in it? She in it. Man, you must be outside your mind.
All I'm saying is, do you have a problem with me claiming Melanie?
You right I do, bruh. I got a problem having this whole conversation. First of all, how the did you get my information? How you get my number, bruh?
I asked around for your number. I ain't want to call you. It took me a week to call you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, dude. I done spent $20,000, dog. You understand what I'm saying?
When did you spend $20,000? That's the I want to know. I ain't spent $20,000 on this and I'm married to her ass. So what the are you doing that you spent $20,000 on my wife, and then you want to claim that? Help me understand that, bruh.
Hey, man, I ain't trying to go into all my receipts on everything I did for Melanie. I'm not trying to do that. All I'm trying to do is just I want to know if you. I don't want us both claiming it because that's how you get in trouble.
Bro, you already in trouble. Trouble is the last thing you ought to be worried about. And you calling my phone, telling me about some that you got going on with my old lady, and then you telling me, can I have your permission? You must.
Okay, so, dog, we got to get some kind of resolution to this.
A good resolution is a good ass whooping. What the you mean a resolution? That's the only resolution we gonna get, bruh. Ain't no other resolution. We ain't got else to talk about. We ain't got a thing to talk about. That's the resolution I got, partner. I tell you what, bruh. I'm texting Mel right now. I've been texting her since we've been on this phone.
Okay,
and
what did you texting her for?
What the you mean? What am I texting her for? She's the subject matter. So that's why I'm texting her. But you better pray to God. This is some bull. I hope to God y'all got y'all people up with me like this, partner. This ain't gonna go good, bruh. At all.
Okay, so I guess I can't claim her at this point.
Hell, no.
So what you want to do, though?
Bro, I done already told you what the I'm gonna do. And I'm waiting on Mills' response on this shit. She act like she's slow than a She can't type fast. So somebody go give me some now today.
Okay.
Say, man, look here, bro. I don't know who this is on the other end of this phone. I hope to God this is some out of X-Files or some that I can't even fathom. You better pray to God y'all playing with me. This is some bull.
Okay, so can I go on and tell you this here, dog, and then I'm going to go and get out your way, man, because I know how it's going to go after this. Can I just go and tell you something else?
I don't know what the else you can tell me, bro.
Only thing I can tell you, Kendrick, is that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife Melanie got me to prank phone call you, dog.
Boy, y'all some rotten boy. You look, that about to come in with your mother for God. Man, y'all ain't man. Y'all ain't man. And I'm sitting up here eating some crackling, and I done threw them away because my blood pressure already high.
You all right, man? I got to make sure you're all right before we get off the phone. You good?
Man, I got to go get me a drink. God. Yeah, I'm all right, Doc. Boy, y'all ain't
All right, tell me this, man. It's 2020, baby. Tell me this. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, the damn Steve Harvey Morning Show with that rotten ass lip you telling my boy.
I did that.
No, that was.
Hey, man.
That was
A
what?
lot.
She already in it.
A lot.
Well, I do know one thing about that prank. That
What?
if he was bragging that he hadn't spent $20,000 on her, he damn sure would have to spend $20,000.
Why you talking?
You damn right,
While you
Jay.
running your mouth, I ain't spend $20,000. Yeah, well, you gonna have to spend $20 now, son. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to up your game.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Listen, up next, it is the strawberry letter subject. Do I choose my man or my friends? We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's strawberry letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, sex, dating, work, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right now.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, do I choose my man or my friends? Dear Stephen Shirley, I am a young, healthy, and wise, beyond my years single woman that is a leader to my peers. At my young age, I have found the most handsome and amazing man of my dreams. He is respectful, has a great job, a beautiful home, and he treats me like a queen. But here is the problem. Well, it's not a problem for us. It's more a problem for our friends and family. I am 22 years old, and he is 42 years old.
What?
Now, I know you are also shocked by our age difference, but I love him and believe age has nothing to do with it. When I introduced him to my friends, they all judged him immediately because of his age. You can tell that he is a bit older. They said that he's using me and it won't last because he is just going through a phase. They didn't even want to get to know him and experience his great personality. My family is not happy with me dating him either. We've been together for a year, and he says we're soulmates, and he wants to marry me. I know if I marry him, I would be choosing him over my friends. I know my family will love me regardless, but now I am having doubts about marrying him because I want it all, my friends and my husband. What do you think? Is age that important? I need your advice. Well, I got to tell you this first off. It's your life. You can't get married and you can't live for and have a relationship for your friends. This is your life and your relationship. I mean, if they're really your friends, if they're truly your friends, even though they may not agree with who you're with, but if they're your friends, they're going to support you and be there for you if anything goes wrong or whatever you need. They'll be there for you if they're your friends. But I definitely don't want to ignore this enormous elephant in this letter, and that's that you are 22 and he is 42. I mean, this is a huge age difference. I mean, I'm not saying a marriage can't work. I'm sure there are some out there that have with a 20-year age span. But it's definitely a chance you're taking. It's a chance it could work. Who knows? But you have to have things in common. You say you guys have been together for a year. You say he says you're soulmates and he wants to marry you. But now you're having doubts because you want your friends and you want him. I mean, this is why your friends and your family are a little upset and they're so judgmental because of the big age difference. They probably see things that you don't see. They say he's using you. Is he using you, or are you two in love to see that. You know, I just say don't be so much worried about whether your friends are going to still be around or not, you know, and having to choose between them and your man. You're going to choose your man in this instance. I mean, you really are going to choose your man because you love him and he's older and he'll probably be able to persuade you to choose him. So, you know, keep your friends. Don't get rid of your friends. You got to keep your friends because you're going to need them in case anything goes wrong in this relationship. I'm not saying it is, but it could. Steve, because of the age difference.
Well, here's my view on this. You say you found the most handsome and amazing man of my dreams. You say he's respectful, has a great job, he has a beautiful home. And you say he treats you like a queen. Now, right there, describing that, you found the guy that most women are looking for. But then you said, not nobody else, you said, here's the problem. But then you tried to preface it by saying, well, it's not a problem for us. It's more of a problem for our friends and family. Wait a minute. So I didn't hear nothing about problems with y'all friends. I just heard in the letter problem with your friends. Are you saying his friends have problems with it too? It's more of a your friend situation, or is it you all's friends? Because you said it's more of a problem for our friends and family. Now, you 22, he 42. That's a 20-year gap. Now, then you say, now see, this is a lot of you assuming. Because then you say, I know you are also shocked by our age difference. No, we didn't say that. Shirley didn't say she was shocked by it. We just reading the letter. But you keep prefacing everything with, it's a problem. Well, it's really not a problem for us. Then you say, you're shocked by our age difference. See, this is a problem for you, young lady. But I love him, and I believe age has nothing to do with it. But then when you introduced him to your friends, they judged him immediately because of his age. Then you said, you can tell that he's a bit older. Well, now, what does that mean? What did he do in front of your kid-ass friend that just made his ass look old? Was his pants pulled up right up under his chest?
Come on.
I'm just saying what?
Stupid.
Because you said you can tell he's a bit older.
Yes. I knew you were-
Does he have a cigarette behind his ear when he talking?
Old school.
Does he have a pack of Cools rolled up in the sleeve of his white T-shirt? Does he have on sandals with black socks?
Hold that thought, Steve. Hold that thought. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at
Do we have a steering wheel wrap on his steering wheel on his car?
Coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter. Do I choose my man or my friends? More of Steve coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we go. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, do I choose my man or my friends? Let's recap.
Well, it's this 20-year age difference between this 22-year-old girl and this 42-year-old man. And he's everything she's ever wanted, but here's the problem. She said, but here's the problem. Then she said, well, it's not a problem for us. Then she said it's more of a problem for our friends and family. Now, in the letter, she never mentioned anything about his friends and family, just her friends and family. So then she said, she know me and Shirley shocked by your age difference, but I love him and I believe ain't nothing they got to do with it. And when I introduced him to my friend, they judged him immediately because of his age. You can tell he is a bit old.
Come on.
What? When he walked up to your friends, did he have on a Kango? I'm just trying to tell. You know, when you say you can tell he's a bit older, when y'all pulled up in the car, was the tint on his window bubbling?
Really?
Yeah, I'm just telling you, these old school problems now. We just talking about the car right now. Was it pillars in the back of the window of the car?
That was the bomb, though.
Not pillows.
I'm just asking.
In 2019.
I'm just asking, just what was it about him that screamed old? Let me ask you this right here. Did he have on Jordan jeans?
Jordan jeans.
Jordache?
Jordache.
Oh, Jordache. Uh-huh.
I thought Jordan had made them.
As in Michael Jordan?
Yeah. I thought he went French and was calling them Jordache. So I don't know what it is. Then your friends told you that he's using me and it won't last because he's going through a phase. Well, let's talk about this phase that he could be going through and why it won't last. Here's the problem I see that you're going to have. And then let me throw this in. They don't even want to get to know him and experience his great personality. And you say your family ain't happy with me dating him either. Now, y'all been together for a year, and he says we're soulmates, and he wants to marry me. I know if I marry him, I could be choosing him over my friends, and I know my family will love me regardless. But now, let me just say this. Let me finish this letter. I know my family will love me regardless, but now I'm having doubts about marrying him because I want it all, my friends and my husband. What do you think? Is age that important? I need your advice. Well, let me just say this to you. Let's say y'all do get married and you are happy. In 10 years, he gonna be 52 and you gonna be 32. You gonna be still scaling up. He's scaling down because he's crossed the century mark. So as you get better, as a woman though, you're 32, you're not even as fine as you're going to be. You got some more years where you gonna get real fine.
Real fine.
All his fine days is about damn near behind.
What?
All his fine days is about damn near behind.
I cannot.
Now you think he looks a bit older now.
Just wait.
You just
Papa.
wait until his ass. When you see already, and he don't have no music downloaded. That's already. He still got that little vinyl case in the back that you snap and it's CDs in it.
Oh, wow.
So let's just start there.
Oh, man.
Now, here's your problem. You're going to reach a point in this relationship where the difference is going to be very noticeable. And it's going to be things you're going to want in life and things he's going to want in life. At 32, you'll be wanting to take exciting vacations. At 52, he can too. I know I'm when I like great vacations. But that's all. But when I get on my great vacation, guess what I want to do? I want to sit my great vacation having ass down.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, I don't do events. Go out and explore the country. Climbing cliffs. And if you have a child, it's a 20-year gap. 20 ain't all that bad. But, when he 10, granddaddy going to be coming up to the school. That's what the other kids is going to think.
That's your papa.
But it's his damn daddy. Now, your friends, it's sad that you have to choose because how your friends making you choose like this? I got some news for you. Them ain't your real friends. Because your friends will not make you choose between them or him. Those are not friends. It's just not. So I'm sorry. But it's going to be some problems with this age gap. And if you don't think it is, they're coming. Y'all might be soulmates, but, for how long?
All right, listen, email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, is there a food that you never get tired of eating? Let's say for a year, every day, and you let's throw this in there. You wouldn't gain weight. I'll just throw that in there. That's a
You
bonus.
just throwing something in there. That's impossible, sure.
That's
and
a
you
bonus.
can't gain weight?
Yeah, one thing that you would
can't
eat.
gain weight and you can't get sick.
Okay.
Right,
That too.
okay?
Yeah.
Ice cream all damn day long.
Yes, that would be mine. Ice cream.
I don't know. I envy that guy. Diners and
Sugar.
dives. They go around eating all them hamburgers.
Guy, what's his name? Yeah.
What's his
No,
name?
you talking about man versus food?
No, diners.
Guy Fieri.
Oh, diners.
And drive-in.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
With the blonde hair.
Yeah.
With the blonde spiky hair, yeah. Oh, he be eating some hamburgers off the chain, man.
I love burgers, pizza, and ice cream.
So that's would be your food. I like this barbecue though. So let's see where you would have to go though, Steve. Kansas City.
Memphis.
Where else?
You got to go to Georgia.
You gotta go to Georgia, Texas.
You got to go to Tennessee. You got to go to Memphis. You got to go to Texas.
Chicago.
No.
Chicago ain't got no barbecue. Where Chicago have
They
barbecue?
did when I grew up there. They did.
Where?
I mean,
Leon's.
now let me tell you something.
When I was
Chicago
growing up
do have barbecue in it. They got some good barbecue.
Yeah, I
Because them
know.
boys is from down south.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's like
Well, the
Cleveland got some good
Carolinas
barbecue.
too. The Carolinas, they got some.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Chicago.
If everybody at a barbecue place know the cook name, that's a good place. Like Ray. Like, what's happening, Ray?
Alabama gonna give everybody a little bit of run. They got some joints up in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
We just
You think Kansas City
Man,
number
everybody
one?
just started getting.
Man, we done just started
We started
drifting
just
off.
tripping. We drifted off thinking about barbecue.
yes, we did, didn't we?
I was sitting thinking about the commissary in Memphis.
How many of y'all just saw reels all
Man.
of a sudden? I mean,
With some white bread on my plate.
Oh,
Tommy.
what?
Oh man, I'm thinking about Memphis. What's that? The commissary? Oh man.
And don't forget about Big
Oh, the
Daddy.
commissary in Memphis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Big Daddy.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gates. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Gates Presidential Platter.
Man.
Kansas City. Oh, remember we used to go to Kansas City and get that?
Every time we
That's
go
some
there.
good eating.
St. Louis got good barbecue.
Yeah, they ain't messing around. Yeah, St. Louis is the truth. St. Louis
so
is the
serious,
truth.
Steve?
Yeah, because it done got
know.
serious.
Yeah.
It has done got serious.
Yes, about this barbecue, about this queuing. Yes.
Man, Unc, why
man,
don't you cue today, Unc? Since we just talking about it, boy, because you can cue too now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, dog, you can ask about me.
I think Steve and Tommy should have a barbecue cook-off.
I think y'all should too.
Because
It
Tommy can
don't-
grill too.
Yeah, I know, but don't do that.
Why?
Don't do that. Because he ain't going to like the results.
He gonna lose like the race.
Yeah.
He act like I'm going to lose.
Don't do it. I'm just going to, Tommy.
Tommy, he did. He did act like that. He did.
Tommy,
I can
look,
cook
man.
with you, dog. Trust me, man. I
Hey,
promise you. I can.
hey, dog, not on that grill. Hey, man, just go on, have your little. Hey, man,
All right.
hey, man, just stay where you at.
Listen, coming up,
Tommy
more
can
fun,
grill. Yes,
more
he can.
music
Don't come over here.
on the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In the divided nation we all currently inhabit, it's nice to know that there are still some things we can still agree on, and that is sandwiches. Sandwiches are delicious, right? Everybody loves a great sandwich, right? But still, there's plenty of room for healthy debate and disagreement about what's the best sandwich, okay? To settle things once and for all, we're going to settle this. YouGov.com ran a poll to find out which ones were most cherished sandwiches in our country. Here are the results, all right?
Okay, let's not do that. Hold tight, Shirley, before you do that.
Okay.
What's the question we ought to ask each other before you do the survey? What's your favorite, all-time favorite damn sandwich?
I knew it. I'd like a sandwich.
Ah,
Man.
easy.
Junior, what is it?
Peanut butter and jelly. All day long. I
Peanut
can't-
butter and jelly?
Can't miss. Can't miss.
Tommy, what is it?
Grilled turkey and pepper jack cheese.
Yeah. Grilled turkey and pepper jack cheese.
Man, he's so white. He rich now.
Yeah, you white.
That's bad.
Hell's poor ass black talking about some damn pepper jack cheese.
Hey, I like pepper jack.
Cheese and put some salt on it.
Burn that ass.
High blood pressure.
I don't care about they don't hurt my sandwich. Why y'all going against my
Regular
sandwich?
knowledge.
Carla, what's your favorite sandwich all time?
BLT.
BLT.
Got that
Bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Yeah, that was mine. But
girl, we could ride
Yeah.
together on
What's
that
your
one.
favorite
Yes.
sandwich, Shirley?
when I was a kid, it was ham sandwich. But does cheeseburger count? That's not a sandwich.
No, that's a burger.
Okay, that's a burger. All right, so I got to say, yeah, I thought it was because it's cheeseburger all day.
Okay.
Cheeseburger. Yes.
What about you, Steve? Come on now.
What's my favorite sandwich?
Yes.
All right, y'all ready? Buckle up.
Come on.
I'm finna take
Okay,
you
make
back.
it. Let's make it.
You ain't supposed to eat this, but
Don't
I gotta
say
tell
it.
you.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
A hot ass
Uh-huh.
Velveeta grilled cheese sandwich.
But it's got to be Velveeta, though.
You stopped up.
Velveeta.
What'd
Boy,
you say, Tommy?
I don't give a damn if your ears stopped up.
stopped
Velveeta, which probably is not even real cheese.
No, it's
But
not.
Lord have mercy. When you sliced it and made a grilled cheese sandwich, I don't eat that no more. But if I could, I probably would.
Guess what,
That
Steve?
grilled cheese sandwich and government grilled cheese.
Government cheese.
Guess what, Steve?
That, huh?
That is the number one sandwich in America. Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese?
Yes.
Wow.
Grilled cheese.
Thank you. Grilled cheese. number one
Kids love
sandwich
that.
in America.
Uh-huh.
Grilled cheese.
Everybody though, adults too.
Yep.
Seems like.
And Junior, I like peanut butter sandwiches, but I don't like peanut butter and jelly.
Where the hell you from?
I don't know. I just
You
like
got to
peanut
mix
butter.
that with something, Shirley.
What the
You got to
hell?
loosen that up.
She don't like peanut butter.
I just like peanut butter. I don't
You'd
like
have
peanut
died
butter.
in my house. Shirley, you'd have died in my daddy's house.
Really?
We had that great big giant jar of grape Welch's jelly.
Well,
I don't need
Wasn't
any
a
of that.
real grape in that jar nowhere.
no.
It was just purple. Dark purple.
Made sense.
It had,
All right,
you ever read the label?
we-
Less than 1% real fruit. Okay, listen to me. If you got some grape jelly and the label says less than 1% real fruit, what they've done, y'all,
What is that?
What
boiled up some hot water, put some purple Kool-Aid in there with some gelatin in it, and one grape skin. Wow.
One grape.
Bologna.
All right, we got
Vienna
more sandwiches and more of the
Spam.
Steve Harvey
Yeah.
Morning Show
I
coming up
Knocked it out
right
of
after
kid
this.
hand.
We'll be back at 20 after.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve and Tommy, you both love barbecuing and all of that. So here's a question for you. What if you guys had a barbecue and the majority of your party were vegans? What would you do?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Even the sides got meat in it, so I don't know what you finna do. You know what I'm saying? Them green beans got some meat in it.
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna be full
baked
of potato
beans,
salad.
baked
yeah,
beans.
Baked
Baked
beans got
got
some meat in it.
Macaroni and cheese might have some meat in it.
It's gonna be next to me.
Slaw got meat in it. Mashed potatoes got some meat in it.
You're gonna eat potato salad the whole time you there.
The kale salad got meat in it.
They need not
The
come. They
beet salad, beet rhyme with meat. I don't know what you think. Them ain't nuts.
You won't be a vegan when you leave.
Wow.
Put it that way.
At least
the
you
fruit
guys,
salad
it has meat in it.
got meat in it.
At least you guys didn't panic, according to a new survey.
Hold on, one last
one
thing.
last-
You know, I put meat in my iced tea, so
I was going to ask you, what about the Kool-Aid? Yeah.
They just need
Bacon
not come.
ice cubes. That's some bacon ice
Bacon
cubes.
ice
we got.
cubes.
Yeah.
Well, at least 46% of people panic when they find out that vegans are coming to the house for the barbecue. 71% say they hope their guests with dietary restrictions will be fine with carrots and celery sticks and get by with what is already offered at the barbecue.
Oh, look, I got roasted corn for you, bell
Oh,
pepper,
okay, there you go.
zucchini,
Yeah.
portobello mushroom steaks. You know, I lay you out.
57% of guests with dietary restrictions say they have taken their own food to a barbecue.
That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
Because
any-
don't come in here making faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
COVID-19 is still very real. J. Anthony Brown. So, Jay, you've been in the house just creating songs. You've been creating. You've been in creative mode.
Been very creative. I spend this time doing the stuff, along with some other stuff I'm doing that makes me feel as if I have company, but that's a whole different subject.
Okay.
Nobody
Can
here.
you get to this?
I can't tell how many times I heard that and paid good money.
Can you get to this?
So you've murdered another hit?
Yes, I have. I have murdered another song. As they say on that show, you like to hear it? Here you go. Check it out. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor. No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor.
Brown.
No coughing, baby.
Hey,
Come
so
on,
damn
Jay.
stupid, though.
What you say,
How you
Steve?
think of that? No coughing, baby.
He told
How you think of that?
No coughing, baby. No coughing on the dance floor.
But you were coughing on beat.
Yeah, you did that, Jay.
Man, that was cold.
It's gonna
boy.
be a lot of that, though. Yeah, it's gonna stop you. Once you start coughing, we have a whole different attitude toward a cough now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. You used to let a cough go. You know, well,
Yeah,
you got
right.
Yeah. You got a little something going on, but no.
Every mask
Yeah.
is looking at you.
Great job, Jay. Great job.
Thank you.
Good job,
As
Jay.
usual.
Thank you.
As usual. All right, thank you guys. Coming up next, it is Steve with today's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day and of the week, actually. This is Friday. It's been a good day, and we're looking forward to a good weekend and all of that. All right, Steve, you want to send everyone home to the weekend with some closing? Here we go.
You know, I was reading in my morning meditation this thing that this girl that works with me on Family Feud, she's a really nice lady. She's Christian. She prays for everybody, gives us scripture. She gave me this daily devotional book to read. I've been reading it every morning, man. It's really been a great help to me. I think I've shared this with you all several times. One of the things I was reading about was about learning how to master time and not allowing time to master you. Now, I got a little stuck on this one right here because I was saying, okay, how do you master time and not let time master you? In this daily devotional, it was reminding us that God created us a certain way. And I'm going to get to that in a second. Because in the Lord's Prayer is a clue as to how we should approach each day. In the Lord's Prayer, about 3 or 4 lines down, it says, "Give us this day our daily bread." That's a very important line. And I've taken the time to really study the Lord's Prayer. I've taken the time to really understand 23rd Psalms, Isaiah 54:17, Isaiah 43:1 and 2. I've really been Habakkuk 2 and 2, really been focusing on really understanding as I meditate every morning. And one of the things that it teaches us is give us this day our daily bread. Well, that's an important line because what you're asking for every day is for God to order your steps just for that day. That's not to say that you don't have plans for the future, because you do. But you can't do anything about the future. You can't control it at all, or the circumstances that's going to beset you the next day. You can't do anything about what has already happened. You know, it's the past. It's in so many words, it's water over the dam. So you can't do anything about the past. You cannot prevent anything in the future coming your way. You know, you could make allotments and plans and stuff, but tomorrow could bring some surprises. So the one thing that you were created to do was master your day. God created us where we deal in 24-hour segments. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to plan, have aspirations, goals, dreams, and have, targets for everything, inch by inch, anything's a cinch. I got that. What I am saying to you is you function best in the now, because the now is the one thing that you have a say-so in. And if you can learn to ask God to give us this day our daily bread, just like the birds don't have silos and barns and storage houses. Birds don't store food. Birds wake up every day, they sing his praises in the morning, and then they get about the day. And don't God take care of them? Well, he's made that promise to you. You hear old people singing that song, his eyes on the sparrow, I know he watches me. I didn't get that when I was growing up. I heard it, I sang it when they at church, but I'm really starting to really understand that. To give us this day our daily bread, that's an important thing. And when it comes to tomorrow, to worry about tomorrow is wasted energy, because there's nothing you can do about tomorrow until tomorrow gets here. Now, you can start addressing it then, but to worry about something is wasted energy, because I've been learning that worry cannot produce one extra hour of life for you. By worrying, you cannot extend your life one single hour due to worry. So if you can't even by worrying do that thing that's really important, what you worry about the rest of it for? Why would you be worried about anything else? And that's what I've been learning when it says to learn how to master time so time doesn't master you. If you lose focus of today, right now, your presence, your relationship with God right now, and you got it all tied up in your future with that wasted energy, you're going to miss some steps today. We were created as 24-hour creatures. We're in our absolute best when we are living in the moment called now. The moment your whole focus is on your future, you're going to make missteps today. The moment your whole thought process is about what happened to you in the past and how you can't get over it, that will cause you to make missteps today. And then as you make these missteps today, you keep blaming it on your past, and God don't love me, and God don't hear my cry. No, partner, you keep holding on to something in your past, or you keep worrying about something in your future, and you're not focused on the 24 precious hours that he's giving you right now. The past belongs to history. The future belongs to God. Now belongs to you. It's yours. That's why they call it the present, because it is God's gift to you right now. Make better use of now. Stop worrying about the future and let go of the past. Bam. That's it. Out.
Drop
Closing
it.
remarks.
Yes.
Be
Go
gone.
ahead, big dog. All right, Steve.
Be gone.
Profound.
Master your time.
So time don't master you.
Hey, man, have a great weekend. Told y'all.
It was coming, baby.
Yeah.
Be
Told
positive.
y'all.
Yep. All right, Steve. Thank you for that.
All righty.
Yes. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.